What is up, everybody? We got Coach Phil Schwartz for Sidewoods Baseball here. They're on the precipice of history. They had just defeated the Woodlands High School right after defeating Rockwall Heath. This is the first time they've made it to the state tournament. They've got Flower Mound coming up, if I'm not mistaken. So tell me, Coach, first year in the program, what has it taken for you to kind of get them to buy into your culture and for them to succeed the way they have?
I think we just talked a lot in the fall about, you know, we knew we had the talent, but just to be able to come together as a team, play together as a team, put the team first. We obviously had a lot of early commits. I think in our signing day, we had 12 kids signed to go play college, a bunch of those at major D1s. And we just asked our kids to put that on the back burner, that college would be there when it's there, and to focus on being a Sidewoods Wildcat this year. And they've done a really good job with that.
Yeah, it might be difficult for them to kind of look ahead or not to look ahead as much, considering, like you just said, you have so many signees like Sam Myers going to TCU, Brady Sullivan, A&M, list goes on. Uh, has anyone really surprised you this year? Like, just stepped up whenever you needed them to and kind of just came out of nowhere?
You know, I mean, I think probably the biggest surprise would be our is Cameron Newman, probably, who was a sophomore pitcher. I think we knew at the beginning of the year he would probably throw in some tournaments for us, but we didn't think that we would need him much past that. But he's proven us wrong. He's thrown a lot of big games for us. We had some injuries. Chase Morgan went down with a back injury for about a month. And he stepped right in there and threw some really good ball games in district, and then he's come on in the playoffs and thrown some good games there. And if I'd say if we had one big surprise, it would be him.
Yeah, that checks out. Sophomore. Yeah, I've noticed like you usually put Ty Mason in the relief position, tending like usually Chase Morgan is your starter or Mason Green will be your starter. What made you decide was Mason, not Mason, Newman, was he your starter for game two?
Yeah, this week he was. That was more of a strategy type thing. We originally talked at the beginning of the week of flipping Mason and Chase, just simply because Mason, we felt like needed some rest. He has been going all year long. I mean, he's thrown, every week, and he's kind of been a horse for us. And Chase had that month off and had a little more rest, so we decided to flip him against the Woodlands. Obviously, if we would have lost game one, Mason Green would have pitched game two. But they had Sharp and in game two, and we just felt like if it was a low scoring game and we happened to come up short, then we would have Mason in game three and we'd have a big advantage there. So it was kind of a strategy thing. But it was also a thing where we felt like we could get Mason a little bit of rest. And we think that's going to be good for him going into this weekend.
Absolutely. It definitely paid off. That was a good game. Game one, y'all won 5-4. Tristan Russell went off 4 for 4. I think he had 2 RBIs. He's going to U of H, another D1. It's crazy the talent you'll have on this team, but what was that feeling like that the crowd was there, everyone was just hyped up for them, y'all ran onto the field. What was that experience like on the way home? Like what was going through the kids' minds?
Oh, they were just obviously we're all very excited. I think our crowd, our fans have been awesome throughout this entire playoff run. I mean, they've given us a lot of energy, a lot of support, and it's made it really fun. And then obviously when reach the goals that you've been trying to get to the whole year, it's an awesome feeling. It's a little bit emotional, and our kids were obviously very excited. We talked about getting to Austin at the beginning of the year, kind of one of our main goals. And when you reach that, it's a great feeling, and we enjoyed it for those next couple days, but we're not going to be satisfied now. I mean, we're going to want to go to the state tournament and try to win it all. So
Yeah, it must be really cathartic just to have everything planned out the way they are. But given that you have so many seniors, do you that emotion might play into it because every single game could be their last one. And now that you're going to Austin, that would be the case. But what what is it that makes this team bunker down? Because y'all at the beginning in the area round, whenever y'all were down 5-0 against Oak Ridge, came back. McLean Helton had a big part of that. I interviewed him after the game, and the same thing happened in game two. It was a kind of a back and forth, and then just all of those guys stepped up. What is it, the mentality that plays into it that makes them so resilient?
I think it has a lot to do with our senior leadership. I think we've talked all year about responding when things get tough. I don't know, in the past, I think there's been a stigma with this team that they weren't always real tough, and when they got down, they didn't come back. And I don't know if that was the case or not. I wasn't here, but I heard that, and we just talked to our kids about one of our core values is toughness, and being able to respond when things get tough, and not only physical toughness but mental toughness. In baseball, things don't always go your way, and you got to keep fighting back. And that's one thing that we've kind of harped on all year long. I know, we when we did get down in certain games this year, it was always about responding. Don't waste any energy on what happened in the past. Focus on what we can do from here on out. And the guys have done an awesome job. It just seems like when we need to respond, we need to come back. These guys dig deep, and they find a way to do it.
It's phenomenal. That's going to be invaluable whenever it comes to those big games this weekend. I believe y'all are playing Friday, first of all, or is it Thursday?
No, we're playing Friday at 4 o'clock against Flower Mound.
All right. I was just there for the softball. I recommend wear a lot of sunscreen. It was nothing but direct sunlight for the entirety of the program. I was there for all the games because we had so many Houston teams make it,
Yeah,
and they were very courteous. They're going to have plenty of stations with like water jugs and
yeah,
free sunscreen, free sunglasses. They gave us the whole shebang, and they were very adamant about staying hydrated. So it's going to be bright, but it's tremendous if y'all can take care of business whenever y'all travel there. Well,
yeah.
we wish you the best of luck. We're rooting for y'all. It would be fantastic for Sci-Fair ISD in general for y'all to keep going. All right. Well, I wish you the best of luck, Coach. Thank you so much for your time.
All right, we're going to do our best, and I appreciate you having me on to talk with you.
No problem. This has been VYPE's Coach's Corner. We'll see y'all at the games. Thank you.